Yeah, Tim, you want to come down to the parade when you get this?
Alan, will you move my car, please?
Hiya.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, and you? So when do you think you'll be up and running again?
As soon as I can.
I suppose it's not top of your list of priorities at the moment, eh?
It's got to be. We're on our uppers.
Hey, well, listen, keeping busy sometimes helps.
I'm not going to sit around moping while it all falls apart. Alan's redundancy money paid for that place.
No news?
Not yet.
OK, look, I'll see you later. Come on, kids.
Rough, are we?
No need to be so smug.
Oh, yeah. Got morning sickness, bladder like a sponge, I'm laughing. Is Alex still here?
She's in bed. So Sammy, I hope she's not planning on sleeping in and getting out of Beth's party. I mean, if we've got to go.
Changing the subject, please.
Mistake, beer goggles.
He's nice.
Not my type.
He's not Gary, you mean?
Yeah, I love that sort. Cheating, lying, married, gets me just there.
Isn't that why you're meant to be forgetting him?
That's why he's history, and that's why I was texting him at midnight.
Oh, niche.
I know. All that stuff Sammy said was right. She's never going to leave her. She just got me so angry that I wanted to tell him.
So what did you text?
Made any babies, yeah. It's not funny.
Oh, I'd love to see Gary trying to explain that to Gabby while we're lying on the beach.
That's it, though, isn't it? How to end an affair in one easy step.
So now you can move on. What? You could do a lot worse than Alex. Do you know, men are like chewy or oil. You don't like them, you can't get rid of them. You do like them, they just slide off and leave a nasty stain.
Did Nisha drag that mate back of yours over?
Yeah, he didn't get booted out onto the sofa.
Good for Nisha.
I'm supposed to be having a round with him today.
Oh, it's freezing.
First rules of golf, never let the weather or the missus stop you.
Don't say that. I hardly see Max as it is. I suppose we're going to little Bet's party, and where is he now? Up in the office counting last night's takings. He's an old miser.
Still time to stop his application.
No, you're all right. And listen, thanks for pushing that through. Didn't realise you were friends in high places.
Hey, you see this shop here? What's your old fella doing in it?
Me dad?
Hi, Jan, it's Marty. I've tried you a few times, but... well, your phone must be switched off. I just wanted to wish you a happy new year and maybe chat about stuff. Anyway, I'll see you tonight.
Why don't we go for a pint?
Nah.
Oh, come on. You can do with it after a morning like that.
I've got to mend that hole in the wall sometime.
Yeah, but not today, eh?
I want to go and get the stuff.
And you looked well. Considering.
Do you know what? I'm glad it's getting to court at last. Because the truth will come out now. We'll hear all about Imelda Clough.
What?
Look, T, you know, T as in caddy. P as in peas in a pod. To you. TP to you.
What, so something to do with Indians?
No, it's not to do with... Look, TP trading post, T and P's. To you, TP to you.
So you're just selling tea and peas?
Not just T and P's,
You know
no.
what, Dad? This is far too clever for me, this.
You're just pretending not to understand on purpose.
Yeah, well, more importantly, what are you doing?
Well, what do you suggest I do for money, now that my laundry contract has been ripped up?
Dad, do not try and make me feel guilty. I said I was sorry. And anyway, you didn't do a good job.
Excuse me. There's no chance of you moving off this curb, is there?
Sorry?
Off the pavement, you see, it's difficult for people to walk past.
There's plenty of room.
There's plenty of parking space over there.
I didn't think you were that bothered down here. Like, helicopters park where they want. Tim, where have you been till now? Yeah?
I hardly dare ask.
It's a revenge for the laundry.
No, you know, this is... I am not in the mood...
Don't, Max. Just don't give him the satisfaction. Come on. We'll leave for the party as it is. Hey, you didn't say anything to upset him, did you?
And you should seriously consider getting yourself some compo. You want to go and see that Maxie Farnham? He'll be bending over backwards to be nice to you now. He's got to.
Do you really think any amount of compo can make up for what I've lost? My wife died. And I know we had our problems, but I loved her. And I don't know what I'm going to do without her. I can't even grieve because my son's locked up, and I wish that she was here because I need someone to tell me what to do to get through this.
I'm sorry.
Come on if you're coming.
Tell you what. Why don't we go to the pub, then I'll come to the DIY place with you.
Christy.
I'm not doing this as a favour. Look, she was on the Raz last night. You think I'm going to rush home to a hungover Leanne?
Come on, she's not in.
Well, where is she?
How do I know where she is, Jim?
Maybe she's getting her head down.
Well, we should leave her alone.
God, I wouldn't mind getting my head down.
I told you about hitting the whiskey.
Yeah, well, normally at New Year I'm hitting it with Alan, aren't I? It just got to me last night.
We should have asked Sarah along, really.
She wouldn't have come, though.
She might have wanted the company.
Look, if I was here, I'd want to go into hibernation till Christmas and New Year were well out of the way, which is about all I'm good for and all. Can we go?
Don't suppose she is up too much?
It's going to take time. You can't rush it.
Hiya. Hiya, Des. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All the best. How's it going?
Oh, not bad. Getting on, you know. Just been over at the garage making a few plans.
You don't want to be rushing yourself.
No, I don't want to be moping. How would that look when he came back? Let the garage go under and I've lost the house? Cup of tea?
Lovely.
Actually, do you fancy going out somewhere?
There's no need to do anything special on our account.
I really fancy a walk. Blow the cobwebs away. Come on.
Whoa, what do you reckon it is? Hey?
A doll.
Oh, it's a doll in it. What are you going to call it? Hey, whereabouts? Let's have a look.
Oh, I'm bored.
Hey, that's lovely, that is.
The other week I went to a party where they had karaoke.
Yeah, well, karaoke's expensive.
Hiya.
Thanks for coming. Sorry, there's not more people or anything. Oh, don't be daft. Oh, Rachel, it's so lovely. Happy birthday.
Hello, can't you?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hiya, how's your back?
Oh, terrible. I got a shooting pain every time I move.
So you're not going to be in work for a while, then, are you?
Look a bit more. Do you want to show Auntie Jackie your present, Beth?
Hey, Beth, I think we've got something for you.
Do you know what? I've left it at home, sorry.
It's all right, just give us it another time.
I know what she sees in him. He's a bad lad, isn't he? Same as when Ruth first met him.
Sounds like she's come to her senses anyway.
Well, she saw Kirsty was upset and that opened her eyes. Thick as thieves, those two, fortunately. Especially now.
And the lads are all right?
Yeah. They came home early last night. Said it was because the party was rubbish, but I think they just felt guilty about leaving me on my own. They got all mushy. Only because they'd had a drink, but it made me smile.
Soft as they come. Have you got any further with reopening the petrol station yet?
Jim, she doesn't want to think about that now.
I'm only trying to help. I mean, how are you doing for money, Debs?
Not good.
What's the ways on the insurance?
Well, I haven't...
You've got to lean on them a bit.
Yeah. I'll get on to all that this week.
We always thought Alan was taking a flyer pumping his cash into that place.
It was my grand plan, really.
It just seemed like a big risk when he's worked so hard to get where you were.
Just because you wouldn't take a chance like that.
Well, no. Like Alan always said, I was the boring one.
He was only winding you up. You two are exactly where we wanted to be.
There's still hope, Debs.
You see, it's the nights that are the worst. When you lie there, you can't sleep, so all you do is think about the pain in your back. Anyway, I'm not...
Excuse me. You're not doing anything better than a manky cake. Couldn't we go out for veggie burgers? Shh.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't rouse Sammy, sorry.
Never mind, it was a late night last night. Hey, I saw Nick creeping out the flat before.
He slept on the couch.
I was hoping he was just being discreet.
No, just friends.
It's more than that, though, isn't he?
No, just friends.
Are you messing me about here, but what? I thought you had to leave.
What's going on?
Sorry?
This is my place.
You've got your wires crossed there, haven't you, son?
You're squatting. What are you on about? Look, do one on. This is Emily's place. I'm not having anyone wrecking it.
Hey, I've got a contract.
Look, get your stuff out now. I've told Emily it's her place. I'm not having anyone squatters wrecking it.
I've signed a contract on this place, so you can do one. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, listen, this is all above board. What are you talking about, squat? Now, look, I don't know who's told you that this place is yours, but I've got a 3-month contract paid, and if you want to see the paperwork, you can be my guest.
Tim? What's this?
Thanks, it's been great.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Oh, I've been taking cake home from parties since I was a kid.
Do you have to rush off? You've only been here 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's just we've arranged to meet Nick and that later.
Yeah, double booked.
Sorry it wasn't more exciting.
No, it was fine, as long as Beth enjoyed herself.
See you later.
See you later.
I couldn't leave fast enough.
So, it's not for them, is it? It's for Beth. She's happy. That's all that matters.
No, it's not. I'm ashamed that this is the best we could do. That
that matters.
Is this to do with your mate in a pool party again?
Jackie didn't forget her present. She hid it because she knew it put us to shame.
That's soft.
It tells you everything that's wrong with our lives. We work like mad, and what do we get for it? Rubbish. Someone else puts their hand in the purse and it's sorted.
Oh, Rachel, this is in your head. No one else is worried about it, especially not Beth.
Yeah, we'll ask her in a year or two, when Harry and Emma are getting everything they want, when she can tell the difference between the best toys and designer clothes and the tap that we give her.
I've already said, haven't I? Things are gonna change.
Yeah, you've already said. And if you've said it once, you've said it 1,000 times. But nothing ever happens, mate. You never do anything. You're useless.
We arranged to see Nick.
Well, let's say something. Wants to get off before Ron Dixon showed up anyway.
So what do you want to do instead?
Yeah, I feel like going for a walk into the park or something.
Park? What is it about the New Year? Suddenly everyone wants to go walking.
Guilty of what you've done to your body for the last week.
All smug again, are we? I want to watch it 10 years' time. Could be you and Nick getting at each other like Mike and Bev. Not care.
Look, if I'd known that you'd have wanted it for her...
OK.
I've got no other way to make an income, son. I've lost my laundry...
OK.
Maybe I'm going soft or something, but... Well, if that is the place you've set your heart on for her. I've paid 3 months' rent, though.
I'll pay it back.
Can you afford it?
I'll get it. Give us the keys. I'll help you pack up, eh?
Thanks, Ron.
Rach? Rach, will you let me in, please? So that's what you think of me, then? I've worked me guts out for you and Beth. All I've ever tried to do is me best. You don't believe me, do you?
You don't even believe it yourself. We just drift wherever we get blown to next. Why can't we ever make something happen?
I tried to make it go the laundry business, didn't I?
Only because you fell into it when your dad was ill. You were just playing at it anyway. We just go round and round in circles. We talk about things changing, but they never do.
They will.
When? I'm sick of having to put our food through on Jackie's shopping bills, 2 for 1s. It's no better than robbing off her. I'm sick of never having an holiday and having to live with your family like a pair of kids. And I'm sick of not once being able to put my hand in my pocket for anything without worrying.
Look, Rachel, we'll have nice things one day.
I don't want nice things. I just want ordinary things. What everyone else. Why shouldn't my daughter? Why shouldn't we?
We will.
Don't matter how many times you say it, it won't make it true. You've said it before and I ended up locked in the bathroom crying. And here we are again. Can't keep living like this.
So what are you saying, Rach? Don't you want to be with me anymore?
Oh, I love you and I love living with you. I just hate the way we live.
Is this because you saw that Sharon one?
Yeah. Maybe they're going on about, look at us, the 2 thickest in the class, look how well we've done. But she didn't know why I was doing bad at school, did she?
No, but...
She didn't know what was happening to me at home. Why should I still be paying the price for what my dad did to me?
I'll get it, shall I? Why should the able-bodied people do all the work, eh?
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, Princess. Hello, Ron. I hear you've acquired a new property.
Yeah, well, before you start, I've given it up.
What?
Tim wanted it, so I'll let him buy me out. Even if it is some cracked idea to have it ready for that poor girl. As if she's ever going to come out of that coma.
Oh, hey. And you'd work so hard coming up with that T's and P's thing, too.
Yeah, well, you got your own way again, didn't you? So have a good laugh.
I'm not laughing. I might actually have to be proud of you. My dad did the noble thing.
Don't worry, it's not going to be like a New Year's resolution or anything.
So what are you going to do now?
Who knows? No job, no pension, no future. Might as well do an Alan Gordon.
You see? I told you a couple of pints to do was good. All right once in a while, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm scared to start drinking, mate, in case I don't stop.
Yeah, well, you've got to hold it together, even if it's for the kids.
Some help I am. You look at our Adele. Last night she got really upset about Diane. I haven't been there for her.
Hey.
Well, how'd you help somebody come to terms with something that just makes no sense? Do you think Di felt much?
No. Well, it happened really quick. And, in some ways, that's better. I mean, look at Debbie Gordon from the garage. Her husband's still missing. And what about Tinhead's girl? I mean, that is worse than being dead. She's a vegetable.
Well, don't you ever call her that!
I'm sorry.
You call her that again, and I'll kill you!
Tim, get home!
It's all in the past now.
No, it's not. See you with me now, it never goes away.
I know.
My dad stole my childhood. What chance did I have?
I know.
You don't. He destroyed my education, my confidence. Any idea that I might have had that I might achieve something. Because I just thought I was dirt. Nothing, and I know it's wrong, but it's still in there.
Rach.
I still think, why? If it had just been different, we could have been like any other family. He could have watched me grow up, go to college, get married, just be happy. How could he not want that? How could he want the other thing instead?
Don't, Rach.
Yeah, well, I want it all for Beth. I don't want her living like this because of him.
Well, we're doing our best now, aren't we? You've got a new life.
And it's all begun too late. Because now there's loads of things I'll never do.
You can do anything.
Like what? Go back to school? University? Oh, yeah. Be looking for my first junior doctor post by the time I'm 45.
Well, we've all got to get used to disappointment.
If I'd had your opportunities.
I've been unlucky.
You make your own luck.
OK, then. What would you have done if you'd have had my opportunities? No, come on, tell me. Tell me where I went wrong.
Sounds stupid.
No, go on, Rachel, try me.
Well, I wish I'd been able to be a teacher. I mean, I know there's no chance now, but... well, I'd have liked it. Helping kids. Maybe because I never got a chance to be one. But you were lucky. If you wanted to do that, you could. You wouldn't even consider it, would you?
Oh, aye, yeah. And what would we live on while I was training?
See, you just start looking for excuses.
No, Rachel, I'm being practical.
They pay you to train now. You've seen the adverts. And you'd get a good wage, you'd get good holidays, you'd see loads of our Beth.
So now, I've got to be a teacher, because that's what you wanted.
No. I'm just saying, if you put your mind to it.
Like I never try. I went for that computer job, didn't I? And I'm always looking for media work.
Media? If you put your mind to it, you could retrain and get a good job. You moan about your dad not respecting you. Well, give him something to respect.
I knew you mean. Give you something to respect.
Hey, any chance, like, some of us are bursting out here? Come on, Michael!
What are they doing?
I hear you got your interview tomorrow.
Yes.
Must have pulled a few strings to get in there, eh?
Jackie's doing.
So you're not one of them, like? Because they have a lot of them. You know them, you know the funny handshake brigade.
You know I'm not.
Because I'm just saying, if you are, then they'll soon find out.
For heaven's sake, how many more times?
Not that there's not a few there already, like. But of course you'd know that, wouldn't you, from down at the lodge, like?
I'm not one.
All right, all right. Hey, tell you what, though, we'll have to have a game. If you get in.
Yeah, well, when I get in.
Oh, wouldn't be too sure about that, Maxie. Don't just take anybody.
Why would they turn me down?
It's a very, very tough interview, panel. Michael!
Why'd you get so hung up on Gary?
I wish I knew. I don't ever do this, you know. I was even, like, mapping out the future in my head, imagining the big romance and all that. Of course, you're just tempting fate then, aren't you? Memo to yourself, that's why you don't do it.
So you're going to walk away from it then?
If I said yes, I'd be lying.
I suppose it's hard when you work with them as well.
Might look for a new job. Don't know what I'll do, really.
You know what your dad, are you going to sort it out with him?
That's up to him.
But what if it really is...
It's up to him.
Anyway, you can't move away and relying on you to be honorary auntie.
I'll be honorary auntie wherever I am.
No, seriously. I'm relying on you and our Sammy.
God help you.
To step up from having to cope on your own.
Yeah, but you don't have to. I don't get you. Nick's fantastic. He's a nice guy. He's fit. He's got prospects. He's really into the baby thing. And he's perfect for you.
Maybe that's the problem.
Ah, yeah, I forgot. Perfect. That's bad in Katie's world.
Well, it is when you found someone like that and then they die.
Yeah, I've got a New Year's resolution for you. Must not continually shoot self in foot. What do you think?
Rachel, I know I've let you down.
No, we've both got to make changes. You only get one life.
I keep thinking of that Alan Gordon. Grafting every waking hour. What good did that do him, eh? Apparently he waited 25 years for a dream holiday he never got.
Well, we're letting life pass us by too.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not happy either. But I will sort it out, Rach, because I can't stand seeing you like this.
So what are we going to do?
As from tomorrow, I'm going to start looking for another job.
No. First thing is, we've got to get out of here. We've got to stand on our own 2 feet for once.
After I get a job?
No, right away. Tomorrow we'll sit down and we'll go through everything. We'll work out exactly how much we owe and how much we need to get a place of our own. We've got to make big changes this year.
I was thinking, you know what you were saying about teaching before? Well, I've thought about it a couple of times, you know.
You'd be brilliant at it.
And I've always held back. Never thought I'd be up to it.
Mike.
And I've been out of education for so long, haven't I? And, you know, a few years doing the kind of jobs I've been doing. And if that doesn't turn your brain to mush, don't know what will.
Will you start looking for problems before they exist? What's to stop you from finding out at least?
Well, I could see about sending off for information about it. But a year's training.
With a job at the end of it, with proper money coming in. If we knew we had that round the corner, it wouldn't matter. We could cope with the debts. I know what I've said to hurt you, but you understand, don't you? I just want my life back.
No matter what it takes.
No matter what it takes. Gas, electric, community tax, credit card debts, existing loans, food and clothing.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, but on the positive side, there's working families and children's tax credits. We should get the forms.
Yeah, let's start the new year with them paying us for the change, eh? Hey, what about your car?
We can't afford one. We have to justify anything we want.
Well, I'll do a bit of taxiing.
You're going to be a teacher.
No, I'm going to apply to try and be a teacher. It's going to take a while, but I'm serious, Rach. We could get a decent car and I'll use it as a taxi.
I suppose you could do it while you're waiting for your teacher training course. It might work.
See? Things are looking up already. Shall we go and get them playing forms while our Jackie has the kids?
Back, are you?
Last night.
How did the Geordies celebrate Christmas?
Enthusiastically. Same as they do everything else.
Sounds like you had a great time. How are Lynn's and Kyle's?
Good. I mean, our Lindsay's worried about the drug situation, you know. Just like every other mother in the country. What's the score with you on that?
Meeting a mate of Vucky Johnson's, is savvy about it.
You sell that stuff and you're a dealer, just like every other scumbag, and you know it.
We're talking 50 grand here. That's the way I see it.
Then we'll see it another way. See the misery it can cause, has caused. When you can end a little bit of that by just getting rid.
Leave it, Jim. Won't be talked out of it.
Well, Happy New Year to you and all, Tim.
What gives men the right to treat us the way they do, eh? That is one New Year's resolution I'm going to stick to. Nobody's going to treat me like dirt anymore.
So you haven't heard from them then?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that'll make a nice change. Because you haven't wanted to talk about anything else for the last few weeks. Except the odd one-night stand.
Oh, I had too much to drink, all right. And anyway, he wasn't quite a complete stranger. And I did it to take my mind off Gary being with Gabby. How do you think that makes me feel?
What are you expecting out of this niche?
He said he's going to leave her.
Yeah, well, there's saying and doing.
He's just too nice a guy to do it the hard way. Oh, so there's an easy way that we haven't all heard of? Leave me alone, will you? I'm going to go out.
Will that encourage him to phone?
No, I'll just make the time go faster from looking around the sales. Do you want to come? Yeah, why not?
You made up your mind yet?
Yeah, there's no way I'm going back to school.
All right, you're staying.
No, I think he's out on a job somewhere.
Yeah, he's out at work.
Sorry, do you want to come in and wait?
No, it's all right, I've got things to do.
You all right?
Yeah, fine. Why?
Just look a bit stressed out, that's all. You on the way to the hospital?
Yeah. So, I've got to go, yeah.
Any messages for Steve?
No, just, tell him I'll catch him later, yeah?
So community college, then?
It's got to be something like that. I just hope that wherever it is, nobody realises who I am.
Come on, you've got to be optimistic. When the truth comes out, everything's going to be okay.
Try, but I can't. Why did Diane have to leave at that moment? I miss her, Dad. Really miss her.
So do I.
I feel like I'm cracking up sometimes.
No, not you. You're young, you're bright, and you're strong. This is going to be a turning point, you know. Tomorrow, Anthony's hearing.
I know it's better doing it on the video link, but I'm not sure that he can cope.
Of course he will.
I'm so sorry, Dad.
What about?
For not being as supportive as I should have been. I've been selfish.
Just keep strong, Adele. Just keep strong.
Hello, you.
Hiya, kid.
When did you get back?
Late last night, you were all in bed. How are you doing?
I'm great, yeah. Did you have a good trip?
Yeah, it was good, Listen, how's Emily?
She's just the same, really.
Ah, right. How's your mum coping?
She's gone back to Brussels.
Oh? That must have been a hard decision for her.
Yeah, it was, but she's only an hour or so away by the plane, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I wasn't expecting you back till later on today. Haven't been in the shops or anything.
Don't be worrying, we'll cope.
Well, I'll nip round the parade in a bit. Do you want anything special?
Anything but turkey. How's the housekeeping doing?
Hey, we're in the black for once. Oh. Well, Tim's hardly been eating anything at all recently.
You all right?
Yeah, I just want to get everything sorted for when Em comes home.
Sure, yeah, I'm doing my best, but that £500 ain't going to go far.
Well, if you could just be patient, I'll get the money to you real soon.
No, I thought we had an understanding here. Not us, you. I come to an understanding with the post office the day I bought my road tax. I can park there.
Look, this is blocking my access.
That's it.
And I get deliveries as well.
You're getting wound up.
No, I am not.
I'm just going about my work.
I've got to go. There are more important things.
Work? Stopping people getting on with it more like. Look, this is a stupid place to park.
I've as much right to park there as you have.
Look, I have a business to run, OK? I need that space. I'm not some peripatetic odd jobber popping up every now and again. I mean it, Luke. I have very important business to attend to, and I shouldn't be wasting my time dealing with the likes of you.
And I don't have important business to go to.
That depends on your interpretation of the word important, doesn't it? I've got people to see.
What can I do? Kirsty asked me as her best mate. With her dad missing and all that's going on, what could I say? I said I'd meet her later in Bar Brookie. You can't take Luke into the bar.
Luke, your dad's here. He won't be long.
Oh, you're just going to leave me out here?
No, you can come in and sit with Dan if you want. Hope you're not just going to read a paper in McDonald's with him.
No, we're going to Martin Mere, actually.
We? Who's we?
Well, it's got nothing to do with you, has it?
I'm his mother. I want to know who he's going to be with. And if it's Lizzie, you've got no chance.
So you deny him a nice day out because you're jealous?
I'm not jealous of it.
Yeah, so what's the problem then if you don't want me on my own pining for you?
Don't be stupid. I'm just thinking of Luke. It's confusing for him. He sees her as Kirsty's mate, and then you expect to go out with her and take him with you. It's ridiculous.
Look, you've got no say on who I take out with me.
Maybe not, but I can stop you from seeing my son.
All right.
I was.
What are you up to?
I just want to take my son on a nice day out.
And?
Nothing wrong with that. Just do it without involving Lizzie.
Oh, that.
He expects me to allow them to take Luke out.
Look, it's got nothing to do with you who I take out. I mean, I have to put up with my son living with Dan.
Well, that's different.
What's different?
Mine's a stable relationship. I'm serious, Sean.
Come on, you ready?
No.
Ruth, stop it. Things are bad enough, all right? Come on, Luke.
What can you do, Ruth? If he wants to see her, he'll see her.
You can talk to her and make her see sense.
Oh, Ruth.
She's your best mate, isn't she? Get her to prove it.
Thanks. That's really good of you.
You're welcome.
How's Bridget?
All right. She wants to come with us next time we see Anthony.
Yeah, I thought she might.
It'd be good for him.
Yeah, well, that depends on what happens tomorrow, doesn't it?
Well, she wants to see him either way. She's going to ring later.
She's going to ring here?
Yeah, now that Jan's gone.
Oh, I see.
I'm glad she's gone, Dad.
I know it's not what you want to hear, but I miss her.
Well, it's not what I want to hear. But I want what's best for you as well.
Thanks. What would I do without you, eh?
Is she going to be at the hearing tomorrow?
I don't know when I'm going to see her again.
All right, Maxie boy, shall we go in then?
What are you doing here?
Oh, didn't I mention I was on the membership committee? Not like me to be secretive. Oh, come on then, you don't want to start with a bad impression. Your tea and off time's in 3 minutes.
Tracy?
Happy New Year. You all right, Uncle Jimmy?
Yeah, great. Come in. Certainly have, haven't we? So, where was the job?
On the hairdressers on the parade, knew you. You know it.
Yeah.
They were all right. Bit odd, though, like there was some kind of mystery about how many jobs were going.
And after leaving infant school?
I attended Crewe Secondary Technical School.
I'm not quite clear on this. Did you pass or fail your 11+?
I was what was called a borderline case for grammar school. When I was interviewed, I didn't come up to their expectations then, and instead I was sent to an intermediary school, which is between a secondary and grammar.
Never heard of that before.
Oh, well, I can assure you it existed. Not that it bears any relevance now after all these years.
I think that's for us to decide.
Did you have this bolshy attitude back then as an 11-year-old?
No, of course not. Listen, can I just ask how long this process is going to take? I've been here for the best part of an hour now, and I've only just left infant school.
It'll take as long as it takes.
This is a very serious vetting process.
We don't just accept anybody.
So, you attended this so-called secondary technical school?
Which only you have heard of.
It exists. Well, not now that they've abolished the grammar school system.
Which you don't agree with?
Well, I believe that children should get the best education they can get, but I can't help but think that standards have dropped to incorporate the lesser gifted pupils rather than risen, driven by the greater gifted, as was the theory.
Something you feel passionate about?
No, not passionate, but concerned as a parent and a school governor.
Would you say that you were a bit of a rebel rouser?
No, not at all.
Are you now, or have you ever been, a member of the Communist Party?
No.
Any extreme right-wing groups?
No.
Would you have any objection to telling us the secret societies to which you belong to?
I don't belong to any.
Some of these societies exact very grave punishment on those who betray. Would this club be under any jeopardy by revenge attacks if we accepted you as a member?
Oh, this is ridiculous. This is getting out of hand.
Do you wish to withdraw your application?
No, I'm determined to get through this. I mean to live up to the expectations of the membership committee, to satisfy all criteria demanded to suit your very high standards.
What do you think about the admission of female members?
Well, as we know, society has banished gender discrimination, or at least it's tried to. But this is a private members' club, and they can decide for themselves.
That isn't answering the question. What do you think?
I go along with the majority decision.
That's still not an answer.
Well, look, as far as the game is concerned, I feel that Women don't have the same physical strength like men do, and they could hold up a round. So in those circumstances, I suppose men should be allowed to play through.
Even if the men don't have as good a handicap as the women?
Well, then I suppose that's something that would have to be taken into consideration.
What about the clubhouse? Equality in every bar?
Well, what about a women's bar, as well as a men's? And a mixed lounge?
And a gay and lesbian area? And transvestites?
Transsexuals? Transylvanians? Where would it all end?
I really don't know.
Perhaps this would be a good time to finish. You'd have no objection for us to take up the offer of references?
No, not at all. All 6 of them, if you wish.
Right. We'll break now and resume after lunch.
Resume? What? With me?
Of course. You're only about a quarter way through, Mr. Farnham.
Perhaps you'd like to leave us now and come back in an hour?
It's the best one yet.
We should start a video on them, I'm telling you. It'll be brilliant showing the highlights of the Christmas party.
Must have been terrifying.
Well, a bit of a shock, yeah. But, well, what about you?
Well, mine wasn't quite as much of a shock as yours, but it was a shock all the same.
Actually in your bed?
Can you believe the cheek of him? I should have known something like that was bound to happen at some point. I was just blanking it, which was stupid, because all the signs were there.
And you met and married him out on the cruise ship?
We married on the beach in Antigua. That was crazy, really. None of us were sober. It was just a mistake from the start.
I'm sorry to hear it, Trace.
Oh, I'll be all right.
So have you got it sorted with the courts now, or aren't you up to that part?
Yeah. The solicitors are just picking over the bones, and I'm looking to make a fresh start somewhere.
So you're staying for a while, or what?
Well, that depends on whether I get the job. Although I do feel awful now, knowing the details.
Hey, don't be saying that. It's not your fault. Her husband's here with me and Nicky. Best mate I've ever had.
You'll be a great teacher, and it'll be brilliant with proper money coming in and good holidays.
It's not just time off, though. You've got to do loads of marking and prepare for the following term's lessons.
Listen to you whinging like a real teacher.
Yeah, but I'll be a taxi driver before a teacher. I reckon at least £2 to get a decent car, so we'll try and borrow 10 grand and get a credit card.
Do you think we can?
Yeah, Steffo. What about all that junk mail sent to me dad, practically begging him to take loads of money? We'll be fine. Right, do you want another?
I don't know, do you think we should?
I'm celebrating, it's still Christmas.
Go on, then.
Is it from him? No. It's from my brother. Gary doesn't get in touch in the next hour, he's had it.
Well, have you checked the time differences? Might be the middle of the night then.
5 hours ahead. Gabby will just be getting ready for dinner. It's the perfect time to contact me.
You reckon?
It's what mistresses do. He'll be sipping a drink now, looking out across the horizon, watching the sunset. And if he isn't thinking about me now, he never will be.
Yeah, well, maybe he is, but his mobile's out of reach.
He's contactable globally.
Anyway, how's things with your brother?
Oh, he just wants to let me know Dad's still ill.
Are you sure? How can you be so calm?
Because it's not that bad. They just want me to get in touch.
And they're the only family you've got, so how can you not get in touch and make sure?
Lucky. It's been half an hour and still no sign. How long am I supposed to wait for him, mate? Well, I don't know why I can't have just dealt with you. Same again.
Hello.
Hi, love, I'm glad you're back. Listen, this is Tracy, my niece, who I must have told you about.
Niece, I've just seen you on the parade, haven't I? Yeah.
And this is my best mate, Nicky. Nicky, Tracy, Nicky.
Hiya. When Jimmy said that he had a mate living here, I didn't realise.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Tracy. Have you been catching up on the old neighbourhood then?
Yeah, it's hardly changed. Look, I'm sorry to hear about your sister.
Thanks, well, she's off the ventilator now, at least, so... What brings you back, then? Seasonal visiting?
No, she's had an interview, haven't you, kid?
All right, what'd you do?
I'm a hairdresser. Look, I had no idea, and they did say it was very awkward.
So, you've come for Diane Money's job, then?
Yeah, that's it.
I understand.
So, where'd you say Tim was?
I didn't. He said he had somewhere to go and he'd be out for a while.
Look, I best be going.
Hey, listen, kid, why didn't you stay, have some tea with us?
No, thanks anyway. I better be off. It was nice to meet you, Nicky.
Yeah, you too.
Listen, If you're ever in the area, you know where I am. Give us a knock.
Yeah.
Anytime. All right, love. Nice
See you,
seeing
Jimmy.
Ta-ra, love. Tracy.
Nice girl.
Yeah, she's great. Look, Nick, I didn't know she was calling. And the interview and everything, she didn't know.
Yeah, well, why would she? Look, as long as she's not going for our Emily's job, I don't care.
Exactly. They'll end up working together, you'll see.
Yeah.
Sam, how's it going with Matt? You'll have to tell me everything that's gone on while I've been away.
Nothing. I haven't seen him recently.
Ron, what is going on? Oh, sorry about that, Maxie. I'm impaired now.
What? What can you say?
About what? About my membership. Can't discuss drinking, though.
Of course. What will you have?
Pint of bitter, please, Max.
How do you think I feel when your name comes up in the house?
Can't help you, fancy.
10, 9, 8. You can't live your life by making deadlines. 5, 4.
He might phone you
3,
in 5 minutes.
2, 1.5, 1.25.
He might have lost his mobile or
1,
something.
0. That's it. I don't believe you.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Gary.
Gary who?
Exactly, he's history. Except that you've got to work with him every day. I won't be seeing him apart from in the surgery.
Well, if it's really over, why don't you go out with Nick's mate, Alex?
I will, really, yeah. I go with whoever I want from now on.
It was you who told me to move on.
Not with my sister's husband.
They're separated.
But still married.
So you left him for another bloke?
That's not the point. Of all the people in the world.
Why can't you just be happy for me?
He hit Ruth once, you know, Lizzie. Maybe even more than that, and she's not saying.
She had it off behind his back.
That doesn't justify it.
Promise you won't make a fuss.
What?
He's here.
All right, ladies.
No. I am.
How can you both do this to me?
That's a bit selfish, isn't it?
Are you just going out with her to get to Ruth?
That's not a very nice question to ask in front of me, is it?
Oh, like I'm impressed by your sensitivity.
What's it got to do with Ruth, who I see? I mean, she left me, didn't she?
Don't fall out with me.
This isn't right.
Look, I'm sorry we didn't have the day out we planned, but I mean, we can still go somewhere.
I feel really bad about letting you down, but nothing's changed with Kirsty. I think it's best we leave it for a while, with the dad and everything.
After what she's just said to you?
He's my best mate.
Luke?
Where is he?
Luke? I'll get from under there, mate.
How come you're on the membership committee if you haven't been for ages?
Yeah, well, I have been otherwise engaged, what with heart attacks and jail sentences.
Well, I'd have thought if this club was anywhere near what you've cracked it up to be, then I'm surprised they haven't rescinded your membership rather than you holding an office.
Yeah, well, that's where you'd be wrong. Half of the committee thought I should be made president after shooting a burglar. The other half wanted me to be in charge of core security.
And what would they think if they knew about your electricity scam, which still has to be sorted out, by the way?
That is family business and best left for now, unless you want the humiliation of being blackballed out of here.
But I will not be intimidated. It's disgraceful. You would link my application to this club with your bill and then try and squirm out of paying it.
This is no time to sulk, Max. Believe me, they are looking for hail fellas well met here.
Yeah, well, they're taking their time.
How do you mean?
To the grilling I've had, bare my soul to that membership committee. I expect them to come to a swift decision now they know as much about me as my doctor, accountant and wife all put together.
A decision about what, like?
Membership.
Well, that'll be at least a week, though.
Beg your pardon?
You didn't think it'd be today?
Well, yes.
No. Well, we've got to check out all the references. Make sure that you haven't been turned down for membership for any other club. Got to go through all the interview notes.
Ron, it's a golf club. You make it sound like I've applied to be a member of parliament.
Hey, we would not have an MP as a member here, I'm telling you. Are we going to,
Still.
Ow! That hurt.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have got sugar in it, should you? I mean, nobody would believe this, I'm telling you.
It's spilled.
What were you doing under the table, anyway?
Playing.
If you'd have gone to mock me with Lizzie like we're supposed to, none of this would have happened, would it?
I can't see the telly.
Never mind about the telly.
This is the best bit.
Luke.
How's that hair?
Well, keep still, then.
I don't want my hair combed.
Yeah, well, you've got to, all right? Luke, just... Come on, eat your breakfast. I've got to drop you at Mum's before I go to work, so, you know, I don't want to be late, all right? Where's your toy car? What have I told you about putting things away? You're always losing things, aren't you? And it's not you who gets the grief off your mum, it's me, isn't it? Look, you're supposed to eat that, not play with it. Now, come on, get a move on, eh? Eat your breakfast.
All right. How'd you get on yesterday? There's coffee if you want it. Things didn't go quite to plan.
Well, you got ripped off. Then what?
I suddenly realised that if I was to go through with it, I'd be no better than the scumbag that put Em in hospital.
Well, I have been trying to tell you that.
I know. But I was in the bar yesterday. I seen this girl. She looked like Em. She was off her head on coke. And that's when it hit me.
So what did you do? And what about the money?
Gave them it all back.
You've done the right thing, mate. I mean, would you really want that on your conscience? Even if you were doing it for the right reasons?
And how am I supposed to get the money for Emily's place now, eh?
When you think of something, what are you going to do about that? Get rid of it now, flush it down the bog. Tim, look, the longer you leave it lying around, the more chance you'll be tempted to flog it again.
I won't. I said I won't. What are you doing today, anyway?
Going to court, aren't I? Trial and second hearing this morning.
Oh, mate, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, you've had a lot on your mind, we both have.
I'll come with you.
What for?
The clubs might kick off.
Nah, you're all right.
Just in case.
Cheers, mate.
I'll ram this down his throat.
What?
When we find the mank, the one that put Em in hospital, I'm gonna ram this coke right down his throat.
I'll do that.
No, you're all right.
Since when have you been any good at ironing? Come on. Do you remember when you burnt a hole in your favourite blouse? I had nothing else to wear and you suggested I should go out in just a bra. It was the height of fashion at the time. Mind you, Madonna could get away with it. But not me at the British Legion.
You know, I've never been much for suits. Only ever had the one. You know, for all occasions. Weddings, christenings, interviews. Funerals. Court appearances.
Do you remember the one you got married in? That grey shiny suit and the leather tie?
How do you think our Anthony's feeling? Do you ever imagine you can see him in there all on his own? And all you wish is that you could just reach out and grab him. Give him a big hug. I'm not ready for this today.
Look, think of it another way. At least it means things are moving on, that we're coming towards the end of this nightmare. I don't know about you, but it's the waiting that's the worst for me.
Imagine what it's like for Mrs. Cliff.
Don't you go worrying about her. I'm sorry. If she'd have been a better mother and taken Imelda in hand, none of this would have happened. I'm sorry your daughter's dead. I really, really am. But my only concern at the moment is Anthony. Dad's war medal?
When you sent it to our Anthony, I didn't want him to have it. Same as the stuff you sent to Adele and Steve. I didn't want them to have reminders. I didn't want to have contact. But after keeping it from him for all those years, I think now
You should have it.
Can I borrow your black top for the wedding tonight?
My new one. I haven't worn it myself yet, Ruth.
Oh, go on.
Go on then. And if you ruin it, you can buy me a new one.
Ta.
What did you buy them?
Crystal vase.
Have you bought them, Mum?
I haven't, not yet.
Leaving it a bit late, aren't you?
I haven't had time, I've been busy.
You should have said I would have picked up something for you.
I'll just throw some money in a card.
Are you eating that?
No, help yourself.
You decided what you're wearing yet?
No. I think you should wear your blue dress.
No. I love you in that white trouser suit.
I'll give you a hand when I finish this.
Ruth, have you seen me suit anywhere?
Yeah, I took it to the dry cleaners. I'm going to pick up later.
Brilliant. What would I do without you?
I couldn't find your tie anywhere, though. It looked high and low. You'll have to pick a new one up later.
Well, I haven't got time now, have I?
Don't look at me.
Why don't you borrow one of my dad's?
You can still mention him, you know. He wasn't much of a tie man, but there might be one or two in the wardrobe.
I'll have a look later. I'm really worried about her.
Well, she's bound to be a little bit sensitive still, isn't she?
She's not eating properly.
Well, there's nothing you can do, Ruth. Listen, I know it's not easy, but just try and forget about it for now. We've got this wedding reception to go to tonight. Let's try and enjoy ourselves, yeah?
You only just got up?
Yeah, I had a bit of a late night watching some mad film. The thing is, though, it was in Japanese, and you're that busy reading the subtitles, you miss what's going on. Wish you hadn't bothered now.
What was all that talk about? This going to be our year?
It is.
About making a fresh start?
Rachel, will you relax? I had a bit of a lie-in, it's not the end of the world. And I wouldn't mind, it's not like I had anything else to do.
Well, have you filled in those teacher training forms yet?
No. Oh, give us a chance, will you?
And what about the forms for a loan?
Well, can't you do it?
Oh, yeah, do you mean whilst I'm looking after the kids?
Not any chance. Rachel, what's the rush anyway?
Because if I left you up to you, we'd still be here next year.
Oh, for the millionth time, will you stop exaggerating?
Right, I'm going to see if I can get us an appointment with a mortgage advisor.
What's the point? We won't get one, not at the moment. Not with me out of work and the money that you're on.
Why do you always have to be so negative?
I'm not being negative. I just don't think they'll give us one.
Yeah, well, there's only one way of finding out.
Morning.
All right. Early, are you? Yeah, I hope you're not checking up on me.
That's all I've got. A bit stuck at the moment.
Well, there's enough stuff in here for me to be getting on with for now, but this should sort me out for the few bits and bobs I need today. I'll tell you what I'll do with you. You keep me going with materials, I'll do a couple of hours at the end of each day, yeah?
Cheers.
And if you're no better off after a fortnight, I'll salvage what I can and sell it off. Deal?
What's he doing now?
It's helping take his mind off things.
At least I won't have to face the Cloughs.
Not today. I know having him linked to a screen rather than actually being in court is done for a reason, but I hope he can see us.
Yeah. Let him know we're there for him.
He knows that anyway. Those shoes could do with the polish. They're all right. The first thing people look at is his shoes.
You can tell a lot about a person from the shoes.
It's right, Bridget. And I don't want people looking at us thinking we're just a gang of no marks.
I think shoes are the least of our problems.
Just get it done.
Switch the power on while you're out there, will you?
Go on.
I've not seen that top before.
Diane bought it for me.
It's nice.
She always used to buy us new things, even when she couldn't really afford it. But that's just the type of person she was. Never wanted to see us go without.
Do you mind me to have a go at that conservatory door? Probably only needs a bit of oil.
I've never been to court before.
I went a couple of years ago. Part of a school project we were doing.
I got done once, drunk and disorderly in Blackpool with a mate. Well, I was only 18. Stag night. But that was only the magistrate. It wasn't Crown Court.
Am I gonna go to jail?
No, of course you're not.
Imagine having him back home, with all this behind him. You've got to think of the good times you've had, and the good times you're gonna have. It's gonna be all right.
What about this one? Yeah, I think that'd really suit you.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it would. There's nothing wrong with my hair.
No, but a few highlights would make all the difference.
You could get it done for tonight.
Nah.
Why not?
Couldn't be bothered.
But you want to look your best, Mum.
To be honest, I don't want to go.
Wait, you've got to.
She's your mate.
Yeah, but she invited you.
Out of pity.
No, she didn't.
I'm being treated like some poor, lonely widow. Oh, Ruth, I don't want to go.
A night out would be good for you.
Ruth's right.
I want to stay in.
You're going.
But...
End of story.
Hey, up. Where are the Murrays off to? Must be going to court.
What if they don't see you?
Did they see you?
I don't know.
Come away from the window.
So what do you think about that Anthony Murray, then? He always seems so quiet.
I think the word you're looking for is strange.
You don't know him?
No, but you'd never ever see him hanging around with any mates or, say, kicking a ball about the place. That just isn't right for somebody his age.
Not all lads are like Ali and Stuart.
Thank God for that.
Still, how could he live with himself knowing that poor girl's body was in that pond?
Walking around as if nothing had happened.
You don't know what happened.
We're just having a
You
little...
just jump into conclusions like the rest of the gossips round here. The same with your dad. They'll be saying he's been found at the bottom of a pond next.
Advisor at 11.
What time?
Someone cancelled. It was either that or wait till next week.
Well, I'll be stuck here. You know what? No wonder there's a shortage of teachers. They're all busy filling out these flaming forms.
Well, have you thought about what subject you like to teach?
PE.
You've got to do proper subjects as well.
Yeah, probably history.
What do you know about history?
Well, 1977, Liverpool are the first English winners of the European Cup. 1978, Dalglish scores the winner against Bruges at Wembley.
What about 1066?
Isn't that the last time Everton won something?
Right, well, do you want to teach junior or secondary?
I hadn't really thought about it, you know, Rach. In fact, it would probably be junior. The old ones are a bit lippy. You'd want to give them a clip round the ear hole.
A word of advice, don't say that in the interview. Right, well, I'm going to go and see your Jackie.
What for?
I'm going to ask her for a rise. What's so funny?
Well, I've got 2 words for you, Rach. Blood and stone.
Yeah, well, if she gave me more, it might help her with our mortgage application. And it's not as if I'm not worth it. I do loads for her, Max, besides looking after the kids, running errands, sometimes do the shopping. I've even cooked a meal for them before now.
Rachel, I know all this, but it's not me you've got to convince.
Yeah, well, it's about time she started paying me what I'm worth.
Hang on a minute. Hold your flaming horses.
Mum, have you seen my mobile?
No.
I'm not going. You are. No.
She told him then, didn't she?
Why don't you try phoning a number?
We can't go to Sean's.
We heard.
So did half the close, I think. It makes me laugh. Sean's applying for Luke to reside with him at the Hero next week. He doesn't even want to spend the night there.
Look, do you want me to speak to him?
What makes you think he'll listen to you?
Because he likes me. I'm his cool auntie.
You mean you let him walk all over you?
Suit yourself.
Will you babysit for me tonight?
No, I'm doing something.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Do you want me to look after him?
No, I've told you, you're coming out with us.
What about Ali and Stuart?
I'm not leaving him with them.
Why not?
Do I really have to answer that?
So what are you going to do?
Dan won't be pleased. Haven't seen the Cloughs yet.
Don't want to either.
What's happening with them lads who beat up Marty?
Nothing.
Marty's dropped the charges.
Why?
He just thought under the circumstances.
They left him for dead. They deserve to be punished just like our Anthony is.
Bridget, I'm sorry, but he's just said that only immediate family are allowed in.
Did you tell him who she was?
Yeah, of course I did. It's the rules.
She's got more right to be in there than her.
Not now, Del. Not here, just don't. I'm sorry, Bridget, there's nothing I can do.
It's not your fault. I'll just wait out here.
How's Emily? All right. Kelly's been going in to do her hair and nails. She still looks gorgeous. She's gonna get better. I don't care what anyone says. She is. I know. You want to try taking her a bit easier, though, you know. Going the Aussie twice a day. Business with the coke, sorting Emily's place out. It's all catching up. You're looking rough. She is, mate. You need to slow down. I'm all right. Just need to think of another way to get some money together. And quick. Scam or something. What are you gonna do about those fellas that trying to rip you off? teaching a lesson. You're right. You do.
Let me guess. She said no.
Right, that is it. From now on, I just do what I'm supposed to do, not a single thing more.
What did I tell you?
She said it's not personal, purely business. Yeah, it's when it suits her.
So, is it still worth going to see about this mortgage?
Yeah.
Mate, you was talking to me dad before. He reckons you can only get one 3 times your wage.
And when did Ron become an expert on mortgages?
Well, it wouldn't be enough, would it? Not for a decent one. We'd only end up with a house in a dodgy area.
I don't care.
Well, would you really want Beth growing up somewhere like that?
Well, yeah, it won't be forever. Right, we've got to get our foot on the property ladder.
Yeah, I know, but...
And we've got to start somewhere. It'd be a place of our own. We won't have to share with anyone anymore. We both agreed we wanted more from life, didn't we? Getting our own place is just the start.
Where's the rest of them? I don't know. Look, you might as well get off.
You sure?
Yeah.
What's it like, knowing your son's a killer? He's gonna have to face his trial. He's going down.
Hiya.
I'll get the paint.
You early?
Yeah, I was owed a few hours at work. I just thought I'd take them so we weren't rushing out tonight. What's up?
We can't go.
Why not?
Luke won't go to Sean's.
He's 4 years old.
So?
Well, if you can't get him to do what you want now, well, what chance have you got when he's older?
I can't force him to go.
Can't your mum look after him?
No, I'm not leaving her in by herself.
What about Kirsty and the lads?
They're going out.
Oh, fantastic. So we're stuck in babysitting your mother tonight, then?
That is not fair. You know how I feel about my mum.
Look, I was just really looking forward to tonight, that's all.
No, me too.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, I understand.
No, it's not fair, me taking it out on you.
Yeah, well, I'll let you off this time.
Well, listen, shall I have a word with Luke? See if I can get him to go.
Oh, it's worth a try.
Yes, mate, thank you. Nice one.
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
See, I told you.
£66,000, they must be mad.
To think you weren't even going to go?
Do you know what, for once, I am made up you never listen to me.
It's all about being positive. If you really want something, you'll get it as long as you don't give up.
Do you know what, Rachel? I don't know what to do without you.
See, when I put my mind to it, I'm not just a pretty face.
Right, I think this calls for a celebration, doesn't it? Shall we go for a drink?
If you're getting something, estate agents. Come on.
He's good with him.
Better than Sean ever was.
There's no reason why you two can't still go tonight, you know. I'll be fine on my own.
I'm not going without you.
But I feel guilty.
Well, don't. Can you look?
Yes.
What, he'll go?
Of course he will.
Who's a smarty pants then?
Me?
What did you say to him?
Lifetime supply of chewy, no bed before 9 o'clock.
You didn't bribe him?
No, of course I didn't. Just had a little chat to him. He's cool.
Yeah, I'll get your laughing gear around that, lad.
Oh, nice one.
You don't hang about, do you?
Well, you want it doing, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to take some before and after photos for him. Smile.
Cozy. Is he ready?
Only just.
Don't start, Ruth.
Well, you didn't want to go.
Why?
I don't know, he wouldn't say. Dan had to talk to him. I suppose it'd be too much to ask you to say thank you.
Where is he then?
He's in the garden. You want to sort yourself out, Sean. Ask him what's wrong.
Hey, here's one. 3 bedrooms, double glazed, garage.
Mike, just because we can get a mortgage for 66 don't mean we should buy one for that amount. We should be looking at around 40. We've got to be sensible like this.
No way, I am spending this money before they realise they've made a mistake.
What about this one? The rooms are a fair size. Look at gardens. Plenty of space for our Beth.
Hey, yeah. Be able to fit a slide and a swing in there. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Beth?
Hey, did you fill the form in for a loan?
Yeah.
And how long does it take to hear?
I don't know.
I've seen this gorgeous leather settee and sales half price.
We are not having leather.
Why not?
Because it's dead noisy and you can't move.
Hey, we're going to need a fridge and a freezer.
Flat screen TV.
Cooker, microwave.
Hi-fi.
Just think, this time next year, I could be in a place of our own.
Yeah, I'm going to be a teacher.
Mr. Dixon.
7 weeks of summer holidays.
We're jetting off to the Maldives. If it's good enough for the pals, it's good enough for the Dixons.
What kind of money do you think I'm going to be earning?
I really feel like this is it, Mike. We've finally turned the corner.
Yeah, about time, mate.
What's up, mate? Your mum said you didn't want to stay with me tonight. I'm going to make your favourites. Pizza, followed by strawberry ice cream. You shouldn't ignore people when they're talking to you. How come you don't want to stay in mine? Has your mum said something to you? What then? Was it something I did? What?
You threw me on the couch.
Yeah, I know I did, but I was tired and I lost my temper, and it won't happen again, I promise. Cross me heart, hope to die. Okay, how's about we go and get some crisps and watch some videos, yeah? But don't tell your mum, 'cause it'll be our little secret. Come on, let's go.
He looks terrified.
No wonder, being stuck there on his own.
At least he can see us.
Anthony Murray, you are charged that on the 19th of March, 2002, you murdered Imelda Mary Clough, contrary to common law.
How do you plead?
Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Where the hell have you been?
Shut up! Shut up now!
I can't believe you think Sean has actually hurt his own son.
Well, someone is. Let's get him.
Maybe it's you that's scared of commitment, not me.
You can get lost. I'm not having you telling me she won't wake up. I'm going to use it to blow your mank head up.
Come on, Mum, you're losing it now. You're really scaring me.
That's booking next Saturday, a wee bit earlier at 3:55 here on 4. Starting on Tuesday at 9, women from 8 very different families agree to swap husbands and lives with some pretty spectacular results in Wife Swap. Next this afternoon, from ambitious child to ruthless emperor, we begin a major new series exploring the life of a man who changed the world, Napoleon.
You alright, love?
I'm scared everyone in my new college will know who I am.
No, love, no way.
Every time I go out, I can feel people looking at me.
I know. I'm the same. But it's only the local people who know who we are. Have you read this?
Not properly.
It doesn't mention them by name. He's only a kid, they're not allowed.
Katie, do you know what airline Gary went on?
I thought you'd know that.
I don't know the flight number or anything. I don't even know what airport he flew from. I thought he'd be back by now. Thought he'd have rung me. Bet you've got the wrong day.
What happened to if he doesn't call, it's finished?
That was last year.
Ring the airport.
I haven't got enough info. That'd be him. Hello? No, we already have double glazing. Bye. I must have got it wrong. That's it, he's back tomorrow. Why didn't I take tomorrow off instead of today?
Look, just ring the airport and check.
How can I? I don't know anything. I look stupid. It seems so weird seeing him on that telly in the court. I felt like everyone was against him.
He's not going to prison, right? Just keep that in there.
You going to see him today?
Yeah, I'm just off.
Tell him I'm thinking about him. Not to get frightened.
Yeah, tell him that from me and all, Dad.
Of course I will.
You working with Tim today?
Yeah, I've got a furniture shifting job with him later. That's if he can tear himself away from Emily's place.
I think it's brilliant.
He's wasting his time and his money. She won't see it. She'll never come over that corner.
That's a terrible thing to say.
It's true. Just wish I could tell him.
Don't even think about it. I think it's dead romantic what he's doing for Emily. She was lying there injured and he still came after me and that nutter. He saved my life.
What's up with you? Do you fancy him or something?
Look at him. Mr. Respectable, with his hair gelled down and suit and tie.
Yeah, well, he's still a loser.
I know he's going to do his worst.
Listen, you just think of Luke and what's best for him, yeah? And just stick up for yourself in there.
I'm just worried about the effect it's going to have on him.
Well, he was all right getting into school today, wasn't he? I mean, there was no first day bad nerves.
He was a bit quiet. Just hope he doesn't kick off when he comes to pick him up.
Well, all of that'll change now he's picking him up straight from the school.
Yeah, I hope so. Mum's a bit worried. She thinks something might have happened at Sean's.
Like what?
I don't know, something to put him off going there.
Oh, like him falling into a glass coffee table and half drowning himself in the bath.
Luke wasn't there then.
Yeah, but I bet Luke being there doesn't stop him drinking.
Mum's made me uneasy, that's all.
Well, don't be. I'm here now.
Wish you were coming to the hearing.
I know.
Here's my solicitor.
When's it going to be finished?
Finished a lot quicker if the builder can come in more often.
It's going to be great, isn't it?
I hope so.
I wanted to talk to you. I haven't had a proper chance.
Yeah, what about?
About New Year's Eve and that, on the close.
What about it?
I was a bit drunk and...
Forget about it.
Well, I just wanted to apologise.
It's all right. Loads of people can have too much ale.
But I messed up what I was trying to say.
Look, I'm gonna have to get off, you know.
I've never been so scared in all my life as I was that night. And I know he would have killed me. Could have ended up like that Mr. Gordon, kidnapped or something.
I only did what I had to do.
You saved my life, Tim, and I'll never forget that.
Yeah, well, there's no need.
Well, I just wanted to say thanks.
All right, just leave it in.
No, I mean it. You were brilliant and I'm dead grateful.
All right.
Hiya. Been to see him?
Just on my way in. You coming?
No, I'll go down later. Got to talk to this builder. Can't get a signal in here.
What are you doing here?
Just having a look round.
What's stupid? I know what you're up to.
You what?
Don't look soft with me. Got a thing about Tim, haven't you? Don't go getting any ideas. Saw you trying to kiss him. Do you think he wants that when his wife's seriously in the hospital?
I was just thanking him for saving my life.
Oh, why?
I was.
He doesn't need some lovesick schoolie hanging around him. Emily's my busy mate, and he's a married man. So whatever's in your head, just forget it.
Right. Hey, what's up? Hey?
Leave me alone.
Who's upset you? Tim?
That Kerry one. I was only talking to Tim and she comes in and tells me to get lost. She's Emily's mate, but she's after him, I can tell.
We'll have to get off to the Aussie.
Yeah.
He says equipment costs I told you to check out.
What's the damage?
Yeah, I thought. Catch you later, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
What are you doing kicking off on our Dell?
I wasn't.
She's in tears, for God's sake. What did you say?
Tim doesn't need some soft girl hanging around him.
Oh, like you mean?
Get lost.
I don't like the way you're getting so close to Tim.
Mind your own business.
That's an admission, is it?
Get out of my face. What's it got to do with you?
What sort of mate has Emily got? In a coma, in hospital, and you're after a fella?
Rubbish.
Tim's still married to her.
And he's a grown-up. He can take care of himself. He doesn't need anyone telling him what to do. Nor do I.
Just back off. Ready for that job of hookies?
There's not enough to buy for what I need for this piece.
Oh, 10 grand? Could buy a car for that.
Or rob one and sell it.
What do you mean?
That young car of Louis Jackson's. I tried to get the keys off him so I could get away. But I've had an idea. Why don't I nick it? It's a flogging on.
Well, you can do that, can you?
Thought a motor mechanic mate of mine might give me a hand.
I wasn't sure whether you started your new college today or not.
It's tomorrow.
Is your dad in?
He's gone to see our aunt.
Oh, do you know, it breaks my heart to think about him in court.
I know.
I should go and see him, you know.
Go and see him then.
But I'm not sure if I can.
You've got a right to visit him.
Yes, well, maybe I'll ask your dad, eh? Anyway, I got Ron to run me round to my place to find these. Have you seen the state of that caravan on the back of their Jackie's car? I don't know what the neighbours thought.
Yeah.
He parks it anywhere and everywhere. I think he's scared stiff Jackie'll take her car back.
Why didn't she just ask him?
Oh, I think she just wants a quiet life. Pictures of of Diane when she was little. I thought you might like one as a keepsake. I know it seems strange, but I really needed to see these. She was 2. Remembering her, I keep thinking back to when she was little. She was lovely, wasn't she? I only ever told her once, but she was the beat of my heart. She was. Oh, love, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
No, he hasn't been in. Well, maybe you're right. Perhaps he are back tomorrow. He'll call when he gets back, I'm sure of it. No more calls to me then, eh? All right then. See you later. Bye.
Katie?
So what happened?
We couldn't agree on anything.
Oh, I might have guessed. Come on. So what happens now?
We've got to go and speak to the family court advisor.
How long's that going to take?
If you want to go, I'll be okay.
No, I want to stay. I just wish I could come in with you, that's all. Eh? The thought of you being browbeaten, especially by Mr. Respectable.
I'll be all right.
You ready to go in, darling?
Them clothes seem really weird.
Do you mind? That was the height of fashion in the 50s.
Is that you?
It certainly is.
You wore stuff like that?
Good gracious, no. That was taken to Denise to review the nursing staff put on.
How old are you then?
Oh, about 22. It was just before I gave up nursing. When I met Stanley.
How come you've never talked to us about him?
Nothing much to tell, really. He was the granddad you never met. Dr. Stanley McKenna.
He was a doctor. When did he die?
He didn't. I left him.
Really? Why?
Well, he was always shouting at me, putting me down in front of other people. He came from a posh family, and I think he regretted marrying an ordinary girl like me. Anyway, one day he hit me. And that was that.
I had no idea. No one told me, not even Diane.
It's funny I'm telling you. I never told her the truth.
Where is he now?
Glasgow, I think. He became Mr. McKenna, one of Scotland's top surgeons. He's retired now, I believe.
Could have been a surgeon's wife.
Oh, if I put up with him, yes. But I didn't look back. I did what you should be doing. I moved on. Tried to forget the bad things that had happened.
It's hard.
Oh, I know it is. What you need is some new friends. And you'll find plenty when you start college. Hey, you might even find yourself a nice boyfriend.
Want a boyfriend?
Oh, come on. You can't kid me.
I want Tim.
You what? Our Stephen's friend, Tim O'Leary. Don't even think that.
Can't stop thinking about him. He saved me life. He's dead kind and...
He's a married man.
Well, Steve said Emily will never wake up again.
That's not the point. He's older than you. He's married. Has he, you know?
No.
Oh, you're all confused. I understand why you look up to him after he rescued you that night. It's natural for a young girl, I suppose, but it's wrong. Oh, you're all mixed up about Diane and Anthony and everything that's happened. But Tim isn't the lad you should be thinking about.
I can't help it.
I want you to stay away from him.
I want him to know how I feel.
He won't thank you for it, and you'll end up regretting it.
What am I meant to do? This is how I feel.
Well, this is how you feel now, but give it a bit of time and you'll wonder why you ever felt like this in the first place. Believe me, these feelings will pass sooner than you think.
What if they don't?
They will. I know they will. You've got to put him out of your head and start thinking about college. You'll make friends there, and you'll meet a lad who's right for you.
When's that petrol station going to reopen?
Oh, I've heard it'll be a while, yeah.
Makes you realise just how much you rely on it, doesn't it? Hey, have they caught that missing drug dealer yet?
Nope.
Well, I hope he gets life for what he's done.
What did they ever catch him? Do you reckon he kidnapped Debbie Gordon's husband, you know?
What, the woman who owns the garage? Her husband? God, I knew he'd gone missing, but...
Anyway, look great. How's the holiday?
Oh, it was brilliant. The Maldives are just beautiful. Have you ever been there?
I wish. Did Gary like it?
Yeah, he loved it, yeah. He thinks that we should retire there. Well, I think that was just the coconut punch talking. Haven't you asked him?
But he hasn't been in. Oh. Maybe he'll be in later. So how did the sea sand and baby making go?
Yeah, it was all great, yeah. Now I just need all the gossip. Oh, what about Marty Murray? What happened to him?
Oh, well, you won't have heard. They let him out.
Oh, well, I should think so. Digging up his garden, it was ridiculous.
Anthony's been charged with murdering that schoolgirl.
Anthony? No. Why?
Do you reckon he confessed while his dad was locked up?
Wish I could help.
Okay.
I know, but if it was a year ago, I could have helped you out.
Yeah?
Well, that fella I was with Ian, he was minted.
Was that the DJ fella Em told me about?
He was so hyped up at the end of the night. When he got paid, just used to hand me wads of cash.
And didn't he want it back?
Mostly we just spent it. Sometimes it's £5 for one night.
Wow.
He'd have invested in Emily's place like that.
Wish you knew him now.
He changed. Like they say, started believing in his own publicity. Got dead arrogant.
So how come you split up?
Well, couldn't keep his hands off the other girls. Turned a blind eye to it at first. Because just enjoying the high life. We went to Tenerife, London, Dublin, Ibiza.
Oh, sounds brilliant.
It was. Till I found him in a hotel room with another girl. We got past that. He said he was drunk and that rubbish. But, one night, I couldn't see him behind the decks and he was, you know what I mean? Right there in the club. I walked out and never went back.
Did Dan know about it?
Yeah. She had a perfect description of what I should have... Well, you know better than me.
Yeah.
You go and see her tonight?
Yeah, but a bit later than usual.
Why's that?
Got a bit of business.
What sort of business?
It's private.
You worry me. You're going after that druggie you pushed Emily out the window, aren't you?
It's about cars. Selling cars. Like I said, I need the money.
He shot down a police helicopter with a machine gun. He's dangerous. Look, I just don't want to see you get hurt.
Look, I'm gonna go after him one day. That's if the busy's catching first, yeah, but for now, Emily and getting the money for her place, that's my priority.
Whatever you do, you just be careful, eh?
You know I will. All right. Hey, what are we gonna do about this, Bluey's?
I'll have to get off. We're going again tonight.
Yeah, catch you later, eh?
No, whatever you're doing beforehand, you be careful, eh?
I always am. Hey, have you told her about robbing this car? No. Isn't she getting a bit close? How do you mean? I don't want anyone knowing what we're doing or plan to do. It's cool. Are you up for this? On top of everything else, yeah. Spoiled for choice then, aren't we? We can either track down that mank or knock off Bluey's motor. Well, when you put it like that. Fancy a trip to Manchester then? We can get a grip of that Mozza Brown fella and figure out what to do about Bluey's motor on the way. Right. Well, nice one. I need you to be really up for this thing. No problem. Right then. We'll go back down to that pub tonight. First of all, we need a bit of human bait. Like me and you.
You've been in there for ages. What happened?
He was a total swine. He made out I was the worst mother ever. It's not fair.
What did they decide?
Nothing. They couldn't find any common ground. That's what the judge said.
brilliant.
I thought we could just keep going and come to some sort of an arrangement, but what he told the judge, right, he actually had the nerve to say he had to leave early because he was picking up Luke from school. Now we've got to go and see the advisor again.
When?
I don't know, a week, maybe 2.
This is useless. Why can't they just see straight through him and make the right decision?
Why'd you have to be so awkward? You've seen plenty of Luke.
Yeah, not enough. I'm not having you or them in there walking all over me. I'm Luke's dad, that's all there is to it.
I just want to come to a proper, sensible arrangement. It's upsetting Luke.
Did you think it was going to be a bed of roses when you walked out on me?
Oh, it was such a shock when I heard it. I can't believe it.
Could you switch that off, please, Dan?
Where is he?
In a secure unit. It's not very far away.
Can you see him?
Yeah, we can go when we want, more or less. Please, take a seat.
Oh, thank you. I really can't say how sorry I am. Murder.
It wasn't murder.
All right, that's enough, Del. But she is right. It wasn't murder. He was defending himself. She'd been bullying him for over a year.
Of course, yes. Do you know if the school governors have discussed this? I'm so out of touch. We've been away on holiday.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Nobody's been on to you about being reinstated?
Do you think I can go back there?
I never agreed with your suspension, you know that.
No, I know, and I'm grateful, but... you don't know what it's like. Once the kids have got hold of something, they just... well, they won't let it go, and by now the word's gone round that Anthony's been arrested and charged, so...
So much for our anti-bullying policy.
She should never have been suspended for just 3 days. She should have been expelled. Then none of this would have happened.
The school was useless.
All right, that's enough. I don't suppose there is anything that the governors can do to help.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I suppose not. They've not been much use before, have they?
I can try and find out, but on a more personal basis, Gary and me, you know, if there's any way at all we can help, you know where we are.
Thanks.
I really am sorry it's come to this. And I'm sure that all the neighbours that know Anthony are on his side. Don't forget then, anything we can do, just call.
Right.
Let's go.
If you're not up for this, just let me know.
No, I'm up for it. I want that guy as soon as we can get him.
Where'd this come from?
My nan brought it round before. It's a picture of Diane when she was 2.
I don't think I've seen it before.
She was lovely, wasn't she?
Yes, she was. And she'd still be here if it wasn't for them thugs. Why, you'll say?
My nan showed me loads of photos from when she was young to when she was grown up.
Poor old Bridget. I've been off with her, you know. She doesn't deserve it. All she had was Diane, and now she's gone.
She really misses our aunt. She asked if she could go and see him. You don't mind, do you?
No, I don't mind. No, I mean, she loves him like he was one of her own.
It's good of Mrs. Parr to come round.
Yeah. Makes you feel like you're not on your own.
I want to play.
Yeah, well, it's bedtime. You can't keep coming down. You be a good boy. Your daddy's got to go and make a phone call.
I want to go down.
Yeah, well, you can't. Get in there and I'll tuck you in, all right?
I want to go down.
Look, get in there.
If the trend continues over the next few hundred years, then we might start getting those.
Two bottles of lager, mate.
Please.
We phoned up for a game of pool at Mozza Brown. Is he in? At least it wasn't the same barman. The other fella might have started to getting a bit suspicious. I don't know what a worm feels like when you end up a fish, okay?
So when are we going after that bluey fella's car then?
Are you fixed for tomorrow?
Fine.
Tomorrow it is then. Do you know anyone wants to buy her? Ring it in there.
I know a few people who'd be interested, yeah.
And have you seen Mozza Brown?
No.
Do you know him?
Yeah, we know him. We don't know you. Will he be in tonight?
Well, tell him we'll be back at 8:30 on Friday night.
It worked.
We're well on our way.
Yeah, I thought last night was great, you know. Oh, look, Liz, you know I'm stuck here with Luke, don't you? No, you can't come round, not while Lukey's staying. Yeah, I know he's in bed, but I mean, he knows he doesn't need. It's too risky. Katie's already had a go, and you know, I don't need that kind of grief when I'm seeing that advisor any day now. No, I'm serious. It's not looking good with the judge and that advisor bloke, anyway.
I can't sleep. I don't want to.
Look, I'll have to call you back, OK? Look, I'm not having this. Do as you're told or you're in trouble now. Come on. Shut up! Shut up now! Just get in there and shut up! Chucky Bix. Don't tell your mum no, eh? Right. Do you want cheese and onion or salt and vinegar?
Annie.
Come on, mate. You still mad at me? Look, I'm sorry I got cross last night, mate. I never mean to take it out on you. It just... Well, I get mad because I can't see you more often, yeah? And it just comes out like that. If you lived with me, I mean, when you live with me, things will be way better, won't they, eh? We'll be in bulk all the time. I went to the court yesterday, and that's where people with loads of power say whether you can come and live with me or not. Do you want that, don't you, Luke? Well, they'll tell me in a few weeks, and then we'll be sorted, eh? Footy in the garden every night. No tears before bedtime, yeah? Nisha. Hi.
Thought you'd be in before me. Still on holiday time.
How are you?
Fine.
I missed you. Really, I did.
Hence all the postcards, texts, emails, phone calls.
Yeah, I got your text.
I'll take no notice. Instantly sent, instantly forgotten.
I haven't forgotten.
About what?
Us.
As doctor and nurse.
Ooh, matron.
We're not carrying on anymore, Gary. Excuse me.
We've got it. 10 grand, we've been accepted.
Oh, that's brilliant.
From rags to riches overnight.
Get some more debt, more life.
There's no such thing as debt these days, only credit. Did you post your application form?
Yeah, just now.
How come we spent years walking into closed doors and suddenly you started opening?
It takes a bit of motivation, Rich.
And I'm sure you'll get a place on your PGCE course. They're crying out for teachers these days, aren't they?
I'm gonna have to wait and see.
With this 10 grand and your training allowance on top.
September's a long way off.
Yeah, I know, but with my wage and the family tax credits we'll be getting, and the 17 grand you'll be on in a few years.
You're really jumping the gun now, aren't you?
Yeah, because we've been accepted for a mortgage. We'll have it all. We'll be the new Farnhams.
You stop spending it before we've got it.
Don't burst me, bub.
You were the one putting the block on things. Right, from what we've worked out, every penny is accounted for, and getting a new car is going to make a big dent.
So start dinting. Should we go and look for one today?
Have you got the phone book handy?
What for?
Taxi companies. I reckon they're going to be experts on what car to get.
So you serious about that, then?
Well, I reckon they do something practical before they join the professional classes.
Sir, I'll find the phone book for you.
I've never done this without your dad checking it over first. How much did that magazine cost? You know we're cutting back.
I bought it, OK?
Oh, there's nothing in the fridge.
It's because I haven't had a minute to get through the shops.
Well, what are we meant to do in the meantime? Starve to death?
We could go to Chippy.
With what?
Yes.
Gary. Sorry to interrupt. I've had to cancel Mr. Goddard's appointment. Sent him to the ENT clinic.
Right, thanks. Have you got a minute?
I've got 60. I'm on my lunch break.
We need to talk.
You've had 5 weeks to get in touch. Now can't be that important, can it?
Bit of perfume under the pits and who's to know, eh?
Here, a miracle happened this morning.
What do you mean?
Dan up and out before it was light.
Yeah, he had to go to Norfolk for a couple of days. He's on bridge strengthening repair job.
Oh, how interesting.
It's Luke I'm worried about. He's got no security. Doesn't know if he's coming or going with his mum and dad. Dan's still a relative stranger to him. Having to get used to two dads can't be easy for a 5-year-old. The amount of rows he's been exposed to.
I'll get it.
I just want him settled. He's not the happy grandkid I used to know.
Hello? Yeah, that's me. Oh, what's wrong with him? Okay, look, I'll come and pick him up soon as. Bye. Luke's got a poorly tummy. Need to go and fetch him. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Can you look after him while I'm at work?
I will. The paperwork from the petrol station's keeping me under house arrest.
Oh, thanks, Mum. You're a star. See you later.
See what I mean? Bet you a week's wages he isn't ill. He just wants his mum.
Why did Sin O'Leary bother me?
Hell, that dough he must have spent.
How much do you reckon?
Every penny's a waste.
Imagine that.
What?
Having a bird in a coma.
You having a bird full stop would be a miracle.
I've got plenty of funds. The assets on him.
You mean what?
Well, that Timmy, he must still want him, mustn't he?
Stu!
Stuart! Hey, do you reckon he has?
Oh, I couldn't believe you.
It's worth a thought. She's not going to wake up, though, is she? So how's she going to run the place? That Tim must be going mad.
Yeah, wouldn't you? Some nuts put your bird in the Aussie Permo. And he's still on the loose, isn't he?
That could be our Kirsty lying there.
Yeah, but she's all right, though, isn't she?
Yeah, I was only saying, you know, we were lucky.
Lucky? You reckon?
All right, I know she's a pain, but I mean, she lived to tell the tale.
Wish my dad did.
Hiya.
All right. Hello? Yeah, we on? Yeah, I've got the tools. All right, then, see you in a bit. Bye.
Hey, what time do you knock off work?
Before the evening shift. Here you go.
Do you fancy going for a drink later?
If it's about Sean again, forget it.
Hiya, can I have a tuna mayo and a large filter, please? That should be right.
Yeah.
Look, Lizzie, you need putting in the picture.
He's got more baggage than John Lennon Airport. I know, all right.
Right.
Which is why it's going nowhere.
I do want you to find a fella, because Sean would wear you down when he's bad news, you know.
He doesn't trick me, Trigger. Simple as that. And when I'm ready for romance, it's going to be one-on-one. No third party. Luke. Bless him. But you're right. I'm not up for playing stepmom.
I don't think Luke is either. He's confused enough as it is.
So you still need to catch up with me tonight, then?
Yeah. See you later.
I'm sorry that I didn't respond to any of your text messages. And no, me and Gabby didn't make any babies.
If at first you don't succeed,
It's not what I want.
How can you not tell her that you don't want to have kids with her? It's life-changing. It's one of the biggest things that can happen to a couple.
Yeah, well, barely that.
You're making promises to her and me that you can't keep.
Watch me.
What? Get Gabby pregnant?
It didn't happen, okay?
Oh, separate beds.
No. No, that was she picked up a holiday bug. She was ill the whole time that we were away. She still is. It would have been difficult.
But you're still trying.
Yeah, but not on my behalf.
So you're not having sex with her? You are. In my book, that's trying, unless you've taught your sperm to do the backstroke.
Can I get you anything?
He's not stopping.
It was just out of routine.
Spare me the details.
What, so you're telling me that you've never had sex with someone out of a sense of duty, no? It was physical, purely perfunctory.
I said spare me the details.
All the time I was with Gabby, I was thinking of you.
Yeah, well, thoughts cost nothing.
No, please listen. When I was away in Chicago, all that time I've been apart, it's been good for me. It's given me a chance to take stock of my life, what I really want. And I want to be happy. You make me happy. I want you. I don't want Gabby.
Well, while you're making your mind up, I was moving on.
You got a drippy tummy?
Yeah.
You're gonna be a good boy for Grandma while I go to work.
You're not still calling me that, are you?
Yeah, why?
Told you before. It sounds too old. It's Nana. It's like a nice glass of milk to settle your tummy.
I'll get it. Nana.
Why do you think you're poorly?
Don't know.
Were you like this at your dad's?
No.
What did you do at your dad's?
Nothing.
You must have done something. Telly, games.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice time?
Okay.
And do you want to see him again soon?
Look at him, Mum. He's still in the same mucky shirt he was yesterday. Hygiene never was Sean's thing.
You should start keeping a diary. Things like that can only make your case stronger.
I suppose.
His moods alone should be enough to convince the courts.
What do you mean?
Can't you see a pattern forming? Tantrums before he goes to his dad's, feeling poorly when he gets back.
Where you been?
I had to park a couple of streets away.
Life or death, said Steve.
Yeah, death if you've seen my name written in big letters across the side of me banjo belt. Always fancied one of these, nice and easy.
Yeah, unlike the 6-foot hairy gorilla who owns this. He might be finishing off his pint any second.
Well, don't want to be sitting in broken glass now, do I?
How much do you reckon it's worth?
About 10, 11 grand. No one's snowing, not too hot for damage.
Well, as long as it's cash and no questions asked.
There we go.
In a couple of hours.
You'll be lucky. You going out?
Yeah.
Who with?
Lizzie.
All right.
Mum, Lizzie's not going out with Sean anymore.
Oh, some good news at least. Come on, let's get your shirt washed. Go and give it to Kirsty.
Mum?
What? Oh, Lukey. You got some nasty bruises there. Where did they come from?
I fell over.
On both arms?
Playing football.
Who with? With your dad?
Can't remember.
Why don't you go and watch the telly? They look like finger marks. You don't get those from a bit of rough and tumble.
Do you think Sean did it?
Who else has he been with?
Well, it could have happened at school. Messing about in the playground.
I don't know. Do you think I should get Ruth back to look at them?
Mum, don't go rushing to conclusions. You're talking serious when it's probably harmless.
You think?
That's what I like to see. Decent, honest cash for a decent, honest crime. Next one, Snowy. Ian Softwood's been a real good mate and all. There you go, for your expertise.
You're all right, I don't want it.
You deserve it, lad.
Save it for Emily for when she wakes up. Or put it towards a few bevies for the opening of a nail bar. You do it for me.
I'll keep some back then, eh? For your celebrations.
Which?
After your brother's trial. So will your dad be going back to school?
Not in a million.
He's entitled to it.
The amount of stick he get with you.
Well, they should sort him out then. Like a transfer or something.
Yeah, that Gabby Parwan was round yesterday talking to him about it. She's a governor at the school. Wants to do anything she can to help him.
Well, that's good. He's got a tough on his side.
Too little, too late. The amount of damage it's caused him. He should take that school to cleaners.
After the school took the cleaner out?
Nisha,
What?
your sister just phoned. Your father's been admitted to hospital.
Right.
She says, can you phone her straight away? She was just too upset to give any more details, really.
Wait.
What?
You know how I feel about my chance. I'd act all surprised that I'm not rushing out to buy a get-well card.
Yeah, well, I think you could at least phone your sister to check whether she's okay.
And I think you should butt out.
Oh, come, look, I just want to look out for you.
Ah, like you care.
I do care, I want to care for you.
Don't patronise me.
Well, don't walk away from me.
Why the sudden concern, Gary? Realise what you've been missing out on? You bit of easy access.
Oh, look, you're more than that to me and you know it.
Yeah, well, the feeling's not mutual.
Really? Really? Well, I know you've got feelings for me still. They don't just die overnight, do they?
It was a 5-week process.
I'm sorry about the holiday, all right, but I committed to it.
Yeah, well, since when have you ever held to your commitments?
I was going to use the time away to tell her.
Oh, so what went wrong?
It was difficult.
If you want something badly enough, you'll do anything to get it. Proof that I'm not that something.
Look, I didn't have the heart to tell her, all right? I didn't have the heart to ruin her holiday.
Oh, all yours.
It was a great holiday. I'm not denying that. But me and Gabby, we're not great.
Yeah, so go to relate.
I can do that. There's tables over there that need cleaning.
I'll just finish this first.
I said I can do it.
Ruth, don't have a problem with me. I'm on your side.
Well, that's what you call knocking off my ex.
I'm not. Honest, look, Sean chatted me up, and at first I was flattered. But it's going nowhere. I'm not interested.
Oh, right.
I want to be there for your family. I know from Kirsty how tough it's been with your dad gone. So I don't want to cause any aggro. I want to help.
Cheers, Steve. Just gonna go and check on the nail bar before going the Aussie. So keep on with the speed and out looking, eh?
Hey, Tim. We still on for Manchester?
Yeah, of course. We're on a winning streak now.
What happens if this Mozza Brown one's worse than Terry?
We'll be prepared.
What for? A kneecapping?
You can't bottle it now. We've left our calling card, so we have to go back. And you want Terry's blood right.
Right.
So, Mozza's the only lead we've got.
I know, but
we've come this fast.
Hey, lads, Steve, have you got any good contacts in the motor trade?
Did George Best like a drink?
A stupid question. Look, I was just wondering if you could help me find a car.
Well, it'll cost you.
Doesn't it always?
What are you looking for?
Something like a diesel, 4-door, big boot.
Something like a taxi?
Yeah, something like that.
Longer?
About $2,000, nothing dodgy.
Dodgy? What's it taking for?
Where are you gonna get $2,000 from?
I know, yeah. Is Ron Dicko giving you a bit of pocket money?
Are you gonna help me over?
Yeah. Give us a call when you're ready.
Cheers, mate.
So, he buys it for 2.
We nick it and sell it for 3. See you later.
Was that some girl time?
Yeah. How's Luke doing?
Oh, is Mum on the phone, Ruth?
No, why should she?
Oh, his tummy's loads better.
Great. Listen, Lizzie sent away that criminal injury compensation form. Did you get round to it?
No, and I'm not going to.
Kirsty, it's a lot of money.
I don't care.
But if you don't want it, I'm sure Mum does. Tell me, Lovis, she got the wrong end of the stick. Have you sent it off?
No. Good. We need to move on with our lives. Both of us.
How can I, when the past keeps getting raked up every day?
Lizzie,
And you're a part of that.
I'm sorry.
Can't find it anywhere.
Used for a passport lately.
When was the last time you went away for an holiday?
What's a holiday?
What else do you need for your appointment?
I'm going to need driver's licence and birth certificate.
Yep, got them. From what this private hire company told you, it sounds like you've got to jump through hoops to get your badges.
Hardly anyone passes the street knowledge test first time round.
What have you got to do for that? Hang around on street corners with a bottle of cider, break dancing?
No, not only have you got to remember the name of every street, road, avenue, cul-de-sac and the like, you've got to know the quickest route from pick-up to drop-off. And I'm not going to get that experience from an A to Z. I'll have to get out there and see for myself. Oh, Steve Murray said he'd help me look for a car.
Did this company say how much cabbies earn?
Well, you've got to take into consideration all your overheads and your sky-high insurance.
Mike, will you just tell me?
£70 a day. You get out what you put in, and it could double at bank holidays.
Why didn't we think of this before? We'll pay this loan off in no time.
I hope this is work-related.
I can't concentrate.
Oh, I've got a backlog of patients, Gary, and I want to be out of here before tomorrow morning.
All right, you got somewhere to go, have you?
Got anything to do with you?
No, it's just that you said you'd moved on. I was just wondering how far.
Enough to get by.
So this mate of Nick Howard's. Alex, that's right. Yeah, he came round to see you yesterday. Katie said he's keen.
He is. He told me last night over dinner.
I know that it is none of my business.
Too
but
right,
is he the reason why you're giving me the cold shoulder?
Have you not heard a single word I've said?
You are into him, aren't you?
You've got a nerve.
I know I'm out of order. I know I shouldn't ask, but I just need to know.
Fine, right. His name is Alex Davis. He's single. He's 28. He owns his own electrical company. He earns award, he packs award, and he reaches the part...
Oh, please, come on. I don't need to hear
What's
that.
the problem, Gary? It's just physical. How did you put it before? Perfunctory.
Will it go anywhere?
What's it got to do with you?
Because I need to know whether I've got a second chance or
No,
not.
you dropped me and you're not picking me up
What
again.
are you on about? I never let you go. I never let you go, not even for 1 second.
Yeah, well, no one takes advantage of me. Not you, not my dad, not any other fella.
Oh, right, I get it. I get it. So you're out to prove a point, yeah? Yeah, your pride's just been a little bit hurt.
Yeah, well,
and
you've seen to that.
And now you're seeing this Alex guy to get back at me.
No, if I wanted to get back at you, Gary, I'd tell Gabby.
Right. Fine. Tell her.
Maybe he's got a new identity.
Like what?
I don't know. You heard about it? Fellas sick of what they've got, so they do one. Get a new name, new passport, the lot, yeah. Oh, and your dad's in the right game for it. He drives trucks, doesn't he?
Why would you want to do that?
Maybe he's got a new bed. Yeah. There's no need for that. I was only saying.
You don't.
Yeah, well, surely I'm going off with some tart. It's better than him being dead.
What are you doing, Alex? Get off him! Get off you, Blair! You know nothing! All right, just leave it, cool it. You little meth. If I want your opinion...
Yeah, and you think your mum's going mad?
What's all that about? Nothing. What was he saying? I said nothing.
What's wrong?
I just needs to change the scene. You didn't mind, do you?
Just leave me alone. Now we're going to get everyone talking.
Yeah, I don't care, so phone her. Tell her.
I've got nothing to say to her.
You don't mean that.
I'm not your mistress anymore, Gary. Why should I?
Because of everything we had.
Had? Past tense?
Please, Nisha, I just want to prove to you that I'm serious about finishing it with her.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
Do you want me to leave her? Do you? Have you really moved on? Please, come on, I need to know. Have you? You see, maybe it's you that's scared of commitment, not me. Maybe me being married has somehow given you a safety net and you've taken advantage of that. I really don't know. But I tell you, I'm ready to make that leap now, honestly. Are you? Please, Nisha. You just say the word, and I will finish it with Gabby. Just one word.
It's your call.
Hello. Expect to see you.
Oh, I was going to drop that off on my way to work, but I just wanted to get all this out in the fridge first.
We've got people coming around or something.
We don't need to be having people over for me to want to cook, do we? Normal families eating all the time.
Meaning?
Meaning us, when we're a family, you know, just getting into training.
Yeah, well, I only came back for this. Got to go on house calls.
Oh, poor baby. What you need is a nice home-cooked meal and an early night in with your
I'm
obliging
sorry,
wife.
I'm running late. Can we talk about all this later?
Talk about what?
Well, the food and what you said early nights.
Oh, and don't forget your obliging wife.
Sorry, I've got to go.
Cheers, lads.
All right.
All right. AM's gonna love it, isn't she? It's everything she used to go on about. Look at the stuff that Kerry's picked. It's all matching. It's gonna look boss, innit?
Looks like it's gonna be class.
Too right. And they're gonna be coming from all over Merseyside to get the nails done here. I'm telling you. It's gonna be wall-to-wall babes.
Tell you what, if she knew about all this, she'd have you up for husband of the year.
She does know. I keep on telling her. And I know what's going in. And that's why she's gonna carry on fighting. She's got everything to fight for.
I just thought, you know, you might want to wait a bit. Just till she's out of the woods, like.
I've had it up to you with waiting. I'm not waiting anymore. Gonna make things turn on my way for a change. It's like tonight.
We can either wait for so-called justice or make it happen ourselves.
Mum? I'm fine. Just don't start fussing over me.
Mum, you don't have to pretend for me. I'm a big girl now. What is it this time? The letters?
This came. I know it's stupid. I should have cancelled it ages ago. But how would you say to someone, my husband won't be needing any more magazines because he's just vanished off the face of the earth?
Oh, Mum, you were doing so well. Don't let this stupid magazine get to you.
It's all this worry with Luke. I miss having him to turn to.
You can turn to me. I know it's not the same, but I'm here for you. We all are.
You should be out having a whale of a time with your mates, not getting bogged down with all this family stuff.
Hey, at least I'm not getting bogged down by useless fellas. Hey, tell you what, you can pay for my therapy later on if you like.
What on earth possessed you to send him back to school today? Can't you see he's not right?
He's fine. I had an appointment.
With a solicitor?
No, hairdressers. I would have looked my best when Dan comes back.
Oh, Ruth.
What's wrong with that?
All right, Steve. Oh, just a fella. Got a car for you. It's clocked up a few lights, but they're all motorway miles. Yeah, give him a ring.
Cheers, mate. I thought you'd forgotten. How much he's asking?
2.5 book price. You won't get a better deal, though.
Ah, nice one, mate. I owe you one.
Right, see you later. Right.
Mrs. Arnold, please. You want to go in here?
Can we get together after surgery tonight?
I'm busy.
Please, please, we need to talk.
Have you told Gabby yet?
No, I haven't found the right moment.
Then we've got nothing to say to each other, have we? Now can we get back to the patients? After all, isn't it them we're supposed to be here for?
Look how unhappy he's been.
Yeah, because his mum and dad are at each other's throats half the time.
When Sean hit Ruth, I thought it was a one-off. But let's face it, he's a violent man.
But John thinks the world of Luke. Why would he hurt him like this?
It would explain why I didn't want to go with him the other day. It would explain a lot of things. Where's Ruth?
She's gone out. Said she wanted to buy something nice to wear for when Dan gets back. Then she's going straight to work.
Right.
So, did we get a car then?
Yeah, as good as. The bodywork is immaculate and the engine is as clean as a whistle.
And did you keep to what we said?
I had to go 500 quid over. But, Rachel, it's worth every penny.
Mike, we said 2,000 and that's it. We've got to watch what we do with this money. It's all got to be planned out.
If I'm going to go on the minicabs, the car has got to be sound.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. No point driving round in a rusty heap just to save a few bob. No one else round here does.
I had to give Steve 20 quid as well.
Yeah, well, with the tax and insurance, we've still got plenty of money left. And I've still got enough to go to town tomorrow and buy Beth loads of new clothes. Because this lot's all tat.
That smells horrible. What is it?
Cannelloni made from an authentic Italian recipe, apparently.
It smells like dog food.
Yeah, well, you better get used to it now that Jan's gone back to Salford. I don't do galloping gourmet. It's more like galloping gut rot when I cook.
Well, why don't we go down the pub? I'll buy you dinner.
Nah, I can't face it, son. I can't stop thinking about seeing our Anthony in court like that. It's really shaking me. And if one more joker takes a pop, I really will be up for murder.
No one will give a toss about you in a couple of weeks.
No, because they'll all be pointing a finger at our Anthony instead.
I'll tell you what, why don't we bin this smoke and I'll see what I can do, eh? Got any eggs?
In the fridge.
Omelette, scrambled or fried?
Let's just see how it turns out, shall we?
Hey, Dad. It's gonna be all right in the end, you know.
Is that dinner or life?
Everything. We'll make it all right, I promise.
You throwing all that lot out?
I told you, it's rubbish. I'm not having her wearing rags anymore. I'm going to buy her all new clothes tomorrow. And there's enough here to tide her over till we get to the shops.
Well, I mean, that's going to cost a fortune.
It's not as if we ain't got the money, is it?
All right then, Rich, but listen, don't be going to all the designer shops just because you got a few quid.
I don't see why Beth should wear cheap tat when her cousins are going round in all the best gear. And she's gone without, just like us. I don't see what's wrong with spoiling her a bit for a change. No, you want me to put polish on. The Mangian nurses won't let me. Say they've got to see if your nails go more. I thought more of an RM? No way. Aquamarine, maybe.
You might be hungry.
Yeah, starving. Excuse us a minute, and my stomach thinks my throat's been cut.
I like it the way you talk to her like that. Like she's still in there.
Gob on me. Don't even notice only me talking half the time.
I know. Yeah, Em told me what your nickname was at school.
She never.
She did.
The shame of it. Even the teachers used to call it me, you know. Can you believe it?
Do you want the honest answer?
Cheeky.
Oh, come here, you mucky pup. I was going to ask if you'd be able to stay with Em a little bit longer. It's just that me and Steve have got to get off soon. Got a bit of business tonight.
Look, I know it's none of my business, but promise me you're going to keep yourself out of trouble.
You're right. It is none of your business.
Look, I'm just worried. I mean, you're going to be no use to Emily if you're banged up, and what if she doesn't wake up? What then? You'll be in jail for nothing.
You can get lost. I'm not having you telling me she won't wake up. Not you.
I didn't mean it like that, honest. It's just, I don't want to see you throw your life away.
What life? I haven't got a life without her, don't you understand?
You mustn't talk like that. You have got a life. You've got people who care about you. You know, you wouldn't be
Shut
alone
it.
if...
Just shut it. Why'd you come here in the first place if you think she hasn't got a chance, eh?
I come here because I care about...
Could have been you know. If you hadn't run out of the house like that, that could have been you lying there. Not Em. Did you ever think about that?
I think about it all the time.
Bet Mrs. Johnson loves having you in her class. A clever boy like you. Look how neat your work is. Lukey, you know grown-ups can be very silly sometimes. Sometimes they do things they shouldn't do. Sometimes they get angry and they hurt other people. And unless those people tell somebody about it, then no one's going to be able to stop them doing it again. Luke, are you listening to me?
Yes?
I want you to tell me the truth. Has your daddy ever hurt you?
Stop talking to me!
There's a good film on later if you fancy.
Yeah, you're all right. Me and Tim have got something on tonight.
Oh. Well, if you do fancy a bit of company, you know, I know it sounds soft, but this place doesn't exactly feel like home anymore. Just can't settle.
Well, it'd be all right usually, but, you know, Tim might need to talk with Emily and that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. No, I just thought...
How about tomorrow?
Yeah, no worries. I'll just watch the telly.
Do you want me to get you some beers in before I go?
Nah, you're all right. I'll probably turn in early.
All right. We've got a visitor.
Hiya. I'm going home, Gary.
You can't. We need to talk.
Out. You either had to finish with Gabby or finish with me. And as you obviously haven't spoken to Gabby, I'll make it easy for you, shall I? So just leave me alone.
You think I'm backpedaling, don't you? Well, I'm not. I mean, you've no idea how hard it is to talk to her. She's like some sort of Stepford wife. I don't know what to do.
It's simple. You tell her the truth. Until then, we're finished.
We can't. You know we can't, not when we feel like this.
Tell me, how do you feel, Gary? Because I know how I feel. I feel let down, I feel miserable, and I feel very, very alone.
Yeah? Well, I feel terrified that the woman I love is going to walk out of my life and I won't be able to do a thing to stop her.
Did you say love?
Yeah. Of course I said love. I love you. Don't you know that?
It's been a long time since somebody said that to me.
I'm not going to say it to you every day from now on. I'm going to get sick of hearing it.
I couldn't get
I love you.
I love you too.
Have to get going. I'm in work first thing. I just wanted to bring that computer game round for Anthony. Stupid, really. Bet they won't let him have it.
Oh, well, it's good of you to come. I mean, you've got your own life to be getting on with, like work and mates and that.
Well, some things are more important. Anyway, it's not as if Salford's on the other side of the world, is it?
No, but it's the weekend. I mean, you must have made plans.
Oh, why? My life's one big party.
Do you get out much?
Not recently. I'm not much company. Too preoccupied with Anthony. I keep seeing his little face the way he was.
Same as me.
Shall we have another cup of tea? Then I'll go.
Yeah, if you like.
What about you, Steve? Do you want some more tea?
Yeah, no, I'm off out.
You going anywhere nice?
Just a bit of business, that's all.
He's spending a bit of time with Tim. The thicker thieves, the better them.
Ah, they're both young. It's taking.
Yeah, between Tim and us and the Gordons, it's been a toss-up to say who's been through the worst of it. At least Tim knows where Emily is. At least he has a bit of hope to cling to.
Not much by the sounds of it.
Just goes to show you can't take anything for granted in life.
Not when any old lunatic can bulldoze through your life just because you're in their way, you can't.
It's like that sniper in America, isn't it? Just picking people off because he had a gripe and nobody could do anything about it.
Makes you so vulnerable, doesn't it?
Listen to you two, what do you sound like? A couple of old coffin dodgers.
Hey, she's right. We are vulnerable. And even if you try and stand up for yourself, they clap you in irons. I mean, look at our Anthony. Or Ron Dixon.
Yeah, that's because they killed someone, not because they stood up for themselves.
Hang on. So you're saying we should have stood up to them Manx? That we could have saved Diane and Emily and Alan Gordon, what, just by having a bit more bottle?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we should learn to take care of ourselves so it doesn't happen again. Look, I'm going to have to get off. Tim's expecting me.
Are you all right, love?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just not having us turn into a bunch of jellies because of what they did. See you later. You ready?
I love you.
Ready?
Where the hell have you been? I told you dinner was at 7.
I was working late.
So why didn't you call me? Were the telephones all out of order? For crying out loud, you were only downstairs.
You could have called me.
It's not my job to call you. You were the one ruining our evening, not me. Honestly, Gary, I just don't know what's got into you. Ever since we've got back, you've been behaving like a completely different person. And not one I particularly like.
Wait. Please, there's something I really need to say to you.
Yeah, well, if it's sorry, I've heard it all before. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Good night.
That's him. Yeah, come back.
You're not Mark. Wait there.
Let's get him.
What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Look, if we're going to do this, we do it properly. We stick to the plan. And I don't remember planning to go steaming into a pub full of bevied Manx.
And Sally took all the other elephants back to the house and they had a big party. Come on, love. Let's get you to bed. Your mummy will be home soon.
Oh, Rage. What you put the lights on for? I was just getting in the mood there.
Shh. You wake Bev up and you know how angry she gets if she has a disturbed night.
Never mind, Bev. It's you who's going to have a disturbed night if I've got anything to do with it. Now, come here.
I knew I shouldn't have let you talk me into watching a film like that. Especially when I've got to get up in the morning.
Well, I think you should make the most of it. How many more Fridays are you going to have me at home like this?
Yeah, well, when you're on the cabs, I'll have to find my own amusement, won't I?
Oh, you cheeky mare, right, that's it.
Freezing here. Should have went in hours ago and got that blade out.
Look, I'm thinking less kamikaze, more SAS. No, if it's all the same to you, if we mess up here, we're dead, understood?
Where is he? Come in.
Having a slash.
Hurry up. Mozza! I'm gonna make this simple. We want to know where to find your mate Terry Gibson. And if you don't tell us, I'm gonna kill you. Got it? If that's a gun, I'm gonna use it to blow your mank head off.
It's not good, I swear. It's for the asthma when things get on top.
Yeah. Well, things are gonna get well on top in a minute. So if you want it back, you're gonna listen to what we've got to say.
So Terry never sent you. That's why I bricked it. I thought he sent you to do me in.
Why would Teddy want to do you in?
Bit of business that went belly up. What is this? Who are you anyway?
Who we are is none of your business. Now, if you want this back, we want to know where he is. And we want to know now.
You Scousers can do what you like with that head case as far as I'm concerned. In fact, if it turns up in a body bag tomorrow morning, I reckon I'll owe you a favour. But I'm not getting involved. I don't want you coming back down on me if you mess up. No way.
Blasting it out the window, eh?
Okay, okay. He's done one. Gone overseas.
Where's he live?
But it could just be talk.
Where's he live?
I'm not going there.
Wanna bet?
Keep your helmet on. Keep your eyes covered on.
Pull over there. That's Teddy's house.
Very nice.
Wonder how many lives he's ruined to get that, eh? Go on.
Get out! You can't leave me here.
I'll meet you at Snowy's.
What's the matter? Has something happened? Why have you got your coat on?
Something's happened, all right. Or rather, it's been happening to Luke and we've been oblivious to it.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with Luke?
You've got to promise to stay calm and not do anything to make matters worse.
Oh, for God's sake, Mum, just tell me what's going on. You do my head in.
Shh. You'll wake him. Sit down and listen to me for a minute.
I don't want to sit down. Tell me what's going on.
Yesterday, I noticed Luke had some very nasty bruises, and he didn't get them from falling over.
Lots of kids have bruises, it's usual.
Not like these, they don't. These are the size of a man's hand. Ruth, no wonder he's been so unhappy. We've all been preoccupied with your dad, and we haven't noticed what's been going on with Luke right under our noses.
Calm down, Mum. Do you not think you're overreacting a bit?
No, I don't. Do you want to wait until he ends up in casualty?
Don't be ridiculous. You practically accused me of neglecting Luke this morning when I went to the hairdresser's. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? I remember the bruises on your face when you split up. Why are you defending him?
I'm not defending him. It's one thing slagging off Sean for not giving Luke a proper bath or for bringing him back late. But this is over the top. I can't believe you think Sean has actually hurt his own son.
Well, someone is. The lad's a nervous wreck.
You're not thinking straight. Luke's fine. He's just a bit under the weather, that's all.
So the bruises are a figment of my imagination, are they?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying maybe there's an explanation. Maybe things aren't as bad as you think.
Oh, so it's all right for him to bruise Luke up to a point. Just how far are you willing to let it go? Where'd you draw the line?
I didn't say that.
Well, what did you say exactly?
I don't know.
Where are you going? Sean's. Gonna tell that maniac to keep his hands to himself.
Please don't. Come on, Mum, you're losing it now. You're really scaring me.
Get off me!
You've got to hold it together. We all have. Dad wouldn't want to see you behaving like this.
Your dad wouldn't sit around making excuses. There'd be no holding him back.
Yeah, well, Dad's not here. And if he was, it'd be you telling him to calm down.
That'd be wrong.
What's going on? It's Mum. I really think she's losing the plot.
Hello, Mr. Parr. Still the same trouble in the bedroom department?
Nobody could do more for her, Tim.
That's for Luke. Don't you ever touch her again!
She's so lucky to have you waiting for her.
Oh, great shot, Maxie. Pity it's the wrong way, like, but good shot.
Brookie's back next Saturday at the slightly later time of 4 o'clock. And don't forget Channel 4's big new thing, a preview of all that's to come in the salon. Tantrums and transformations tomorrow at 9. Coming up today, getting swollen with power. 4 continues to follow the moves of military giant Napoleon, and that's next.